Hey guys, it's J19 brought to you another video, and today we're going to do a podcast. It's called my End of the Week podcast, J19's podcast. We're going to be talking about some game announcements that happened this past week or two, and I even want to talk about my experience of the Resident Evil 4 Remake demo, um, my experiences, my worries, my fears, what my excitements are. I will be talking more about Final Fantasy 16, Dead Island 2, and some other games as well. So if you guys want more the J19 Gaming Podcast, I will be talking about the latest gaming news and stuff like that I catch, that I actually hear, I actually see. With that said, if you guys want all that, feel free to like, subscribe, hit the bell notifications. They notify when I drop my next podcast. Or if you guys want more content that I cover, which is JRPGs, RPGs. Sometimes I'll do reactions to Sony's state of plays, Nintendo Directs, yada yada yada. Anyways, let's kick things off with Final Fantasy 16 news. A friend of mine was posting a statement by Yoshi P, and this really blew my mind. You guys probably know how big like Skyrim is for like the how big the world is and stuff like that. Like the world is like super amazing, and I'm like, whoa, like are you freaking kidding me? Like this is exactly what Yoshi P said, and he's like, yeah, man. Um, I don't have that statement up, of course, but I remember them saying that it's gonna be like they mentioned Skyrim and like how massive that world is. And Final Fantasy 16, even though it's not an open world game, it's gonna be open zones. You know, areas are gonna be bigger than others. They're saying that it's gonna be like a scope like Skyrim, not exactly as big, but it's massive. Like I did not think that Final Fantasy 16 world was gonna be that big for us to explore, but that's awesome. I just hope that side quest, the story, and that like that, it just keeps going on and on and on. The good news about Final Fantasy 16 as well, I forgot to cover this. Apparently Sid is gonna be like he's like the leader of this like group, this like not radicals. Trying to think what group he handles, but I guess apparently they're like mercenaries or something. I'm not quite sure how they worded it, but apparently he's gonna have like the hub, right? Every game's got like a hub of that nature. Apparently, he's gonna have like people there that are gonna need help with, side quests. It's not like a fetch quest, like, oh, I need you to gather like 5 pieces of rope over here, but be careful, there's an enemy you gotta fight. No, no, no. This is like you're gonna be hunting down like legendary beasts that they heard. That's like you're hunting, and it's really cool. I like that aspect. It's not like fetch quests. It's like, oh no, we need to have like we need you to go kill like five these wolves that has pelts we need. It's not gonna be anything like that. Or I'm missing my 3 cats. These are gonna have like story moments with the characters, and it's gonna have more lore. It's gonna have more attention to detail with the world of Final Fantasy 16, which is Valestia, Valestia, or whatever how you want to pronounce it. Um, so we got that, and I think that's gonna be great. Um, it's just like I didn't even catch all that, and then like the fact my friends like, hey dude, like did you see how massive like Final Fantasy 16 is gonna be? Because well, I thought he's talking about like storage, but we don't know the storage size yet. But let's just keep in perspective, like Final Fantasy 7 Remake was 90 gigs, guys. It was 90 gigabytes on PlayStation 4, and that was a very linear game, right? Going from one point to the next. Like, imagine how big Final Fantasy 16 is gonna be. Are we talking like 100 gigs plus? Like, is that gonna be like the thing? Like, is Final Fantasy 16 gonna have like 2 Blu-ray like Ultra HD, Ultra HD 4K discs that we're gonna have to download the game on and play on one? Like, is that how it's gonna work if you got physical? Like, how big is Final Fantasy 16 gonna be? Because I tell you what, yeah, Skyrim wasn't like big for our storage, but games now are taking up a lot of space. Like, look at Horizon Forbidden West. That was like 89 gigs. God of War Ragnarok was huge. Like Red Dead Redemption 2 was massive, over 100 gigs. Final Fantasy 15 was massively big. So yeah, all these games are very highly demanding games. I cannot see I can't see Final Fantasy like 16 being smaller than them. It's gonna be massive. So it's like that just blew my mind, and the whole side quest thing really got me excited because it's about building up the lore. It's not about fetch quests. You're actually going out hunting monsters, like, and getting rewarded for it. Like you get special items and stuff like that you want to actually get from finding that out in the open. I do hope that exploration is gonna be like better than remake. You guys know me when I like take Elden Ring for example. I'll talk about Elden Ring for a minute. Um, so I do want to talk about that DLC that's coming as well and give my thoughts on it. But just to put it in perspective, like what Elden Ring did for me back last year when I played it, even now, like I'm going back through it again and I'm finding things. I'm getting rewarded for it. I'm like, holy crap, man! It's like this cavern is here. It's like this dungeon was here this whole time and I didn't find it. Like there's an item right here I missed. Like I'm still getting rewarded for exploring, taking my time, exploring different corners of the world, of the regions of Elden Ring. Like I'm missing things, and I put over 80 hours on that game. It's like it's crazy how much I missed. Like imagine Final Fantasy 16 taking what Elden Ring did and saying, you know what, we could do that, right? We can make it where you find a dungeon that Clive and others can go explore, and you have some some dialogue. The characters have growth and stuff like that. So it's like it's really super sick. It's really super cool. Like that's what I really want. I really want to see Final Fantasy 16 have that kind of exploration. So it's like I don't know if you guys agree with me with that, or I don't know what you guys want from Final Fantasy 16, but man, just I didn't really get a chance to talk about 16 as much as I wanted to, as I've been like d- dealing with a lot of pain, so I've been really super busy. I finally sitting down now to do like this podcast, and a lot of people are really super happy by the way 16 looks. Like the dialogue is absolutely amazing. I really love the way the dialogue is in Final Fantasy 16. Like especially like Sid and Clive, like the bond they have, like for throughout their like, because they're gonna be teamed up for a while. And like Jill, I wish we saw more of Jill. We didn't get to see her in the 45 minutes of gameplay, but like Benedicta, get to see her have dialogue with Sid and like Clive, and like seeing Torgal in action, just seeing like the gameplay in action, the combat, like man, Final Fantasy 16 is looking very good. And it's just like I hope that they can take stuff that from like Elden Ring and other games that like exploration rewards you for exploring, right? You get rewarded for it. You get to fight like an enemy you never fought before because you skipped it. Because that's how Elden Ring felt for me. Um, Speaking of Elden Ring, we got news about the DLC the expansion. I don't know if you want to call it DLC. The expansion. Um, I talked to some people. I guess apparently all Dark Souls expansions are very massive from software. Like it's extremely hard. Like so you take like the hardest boss in like Elden Ring, which is Millennia. You see her as difficult. It's like that's gonna be like the norm for bosses in like the expansion, and even harder. Like they're talking about even harder bosses. That's what a lot of people are saying. That's how From Software does stuff, and it's gonna be like a massive region. And I'm hearing like 30 like different unique bosses. Now here's the thing. Here's the thing about Elden Ring that kind of drives me nuts. And a lot of people say, "Oh, it's got more variety in these games." Yes, absolutely they do. But here's the thing. All right, folks. I think that Elden Ring needs to improve upon the enemy variety, right? Bosses, there's a lot of bosses variety, there's a lot of enemy variety, but after a while, you come across like the same types, like foot soldiers, soldiers with shields, the Erd tree worms. You get to fight like these watchdogs. You get to fight like these like these, not werewolves, but like they're wolves, like T-Rex wolves. They fight in Kaled, and you get to fight them again in the snow region and stuff like that. Like, I want to have like more variety. That's fine. Like, they did that so they're not like taking forever to make Elden Ring, because they were in development for a while, right? So what I do want though, like when I play the expansion, which I will be playing the expansion. That's why I'm running through like another character. And I'm finding things with that character. I'm like, holy crap, man! Like, so I'm like thinking to myself, it's like, what can I do to make Elden Ring better? It's a solid 8 out of 10 on my end. You guys know me, and I'm not gonna be all Elden Ring's the greatest game of all time. Yes, I'd say that with Final Fantasy Remake, and you guys are probably a little hard on me about that. It's like, wait, how's that your favorite game of all time? Look all the flaws it has. Yes, it has absolutely a lot of flaws, and I'm not gonna lie about that, right? I'm not gonna lie about that, because it's not, it's not true if I start saying, well, it's the greatest game, has no flaws. Every game's got flaws. Elden Ring's got flaws as well. Like, I just think that I hope we get better enemy designs. I hope we get variety, especially bosses. I hope we get brand new bosses we never seen before. Um, yes, like the mainline bosses we fight in Elden Ring are all different, all unique. Like the main ones, that's fine. But some of the bosses, like, okay, we fought this again. We're fighting it for like the third time. We're fighting this for like the 10th or 15th time, which is all fine and dandy. But after a while, you kind of just don't get excited for boss fights. You get excited about the reward you're gonna get, right? And 9 times out of 10, the rewards you get for fighting these reskinned bosses are like, this is sick. Like, I definitely need this for my build. Like, or ooh, I never thought about that. Like, I could do that for my build. Another thing I like about Elden Ring, and I hope that you know the expansion will actually make it give us more variety of, is like introduce us something like a new build, like some kind of new ailment or something like that. Maybe we get like a poison build. We guys say a poison build for maybe in the expansion. Um, every single build, like possible build, like there was even a sleep build. I didn't even remember. I didn't even keep that in the back of my mind. Like there's a sleep build you can do. You can do all kinds of builds, like Scarlet Rot build. You can do like, I don't know. You can do strength build, magic build, dexterity build. You can do arcane build. You can do faith build, intelligence build. You could do like on and on and on. I think that what I also want to see is maybe they'll introduce like new weapons, maybe like new weapon variety. I mean, don't get me wrong, the weapon variety we have is amazing. Like, list goes on and on with hammers and pole arms and swords and staffs and axes, you name it. Like, what they gave us is a lot. It'd be cool if they introduced like another unique weapon. Maybe we'll get more more variety of builds. That'd be great. Um, what do I think is gonna happen in the DLC? I think we're gonna get. I think we're gonna get like more lore and story for Miquella. I think I'm saying that right. Miquella, Miquella. Uh, Let me know in the comments below if I'm messing up, but you guys know what I mean. When you fight Mog, and he's got, she's like inside the thing, she's like gone or something, dead. But it would be kind of cool if the expansion, the Shadow of the Earth Tree, what they're calling it, it's in development right now. You guys know that. So let me know in the comments below if you guys are hyped for Elden Ring's DLC expansion, which I know I am. I just hope that everything I talked about, it comes true. If not, it's fine. I'll still play it. Another thing I want to see is like, instead of just going in the lore of Miquella or Miquella, I don't even know how to say her name, his name, but that's how much I pay attention to lore. Like, I'm not a lore buff about Elden Ring. I'm still trying to learn and piece things together. So don't mind me if I mess things up. You guys know what I mean. It'd be great if we get like a boss fight. Maybe we gotta fight that boss, that character. We fight as a boss. We get like their weapons, their armor, and stuff like that. Like, it'd be like a shocker. Like, people go, whoa, we're actually fighting ones? Like, holy crap, you know? It's like, it'd be something to have. And I think that it'd be awesome if we had something like that. And, anyways, enough of Elder Ring. Final Fantasy 16 is looking great. Um, and I also want to talk about Suicide Squad. If you guys probably haven't heard, the state of play happened. We got like the third trailer for Resident Evil 4 Remake. I'm drawing a blank. We had that. We had Street Fighter 6, but they ended it with Suicide Squad. And I'll let you guys know how I feel about it if you haven't watched my reaction to that. Oh wait, I forgot. That video didn't upload right. So I was gonna upload my reaction to it, but my personal thing was Suicide Squad looked alright. It looks fun to play with other people. It wasn't like my type of game, and I can tell that they're still working hard on the game and stuff. But apparently there was a lot of, like, not to say backlash, it's just a lot of negativity towards it. And just a few days later, or a week or so later, they decided to delay the game until this fall. So this game is, Suicide Squad is not coming out until later on this year because they want to focus on polishing. According to Jason Schreier, it's not because of the negative feedback they got from people that reacted to the gameplay footage and stuff. It's just because they need more time to polish it, make sure the game comes out great, which is fine. Danny. You want developers to do that, right? So we got that. We also got Street Fighter 6 that's been shown off again in the Capcom Spotlight. I watched that, reacted to that. It looked great. I'm really excited for that game. Definitely really excited for it, for sure. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy how, like, a lot of things are happening, and just like, and E3 is coming up in June. That's still confirmed to be in person. Everybody's like, well, what's going to be shown there? Well, according to reports, there's still going to be a lot of AAA games. Companies are going to be there to showcase their games. So before you guys flip out and go, well, but Nintendo, Sony, and Microsoft not going to be there. Yes, we're not going to see any first-party game, AAA games there. Third-party, when I'm talking about AAA games, I'm talking about like third-party. I'm talking about, like, you know, those type of things. So like Square Enix, Capcom, Bandai Namco, you name it, yada yada yada. Microsoft has stated that they're gonna have an Xbox showcase, right around E3. I think a little bit after. I don't really have the dates for that, but it's been confirmed. They're gonna have a showcase. You know, Nintendo Direct. Nintendo's gonna have their Direct, of course. That's gonna happen. And there's still that rumored, leaked, whatever you want to call it, PlayStation showcase gonna happen just before E3 hits. And I think that could possibly happen. You know, it could possibly happen. Do I think it's going to happen? I'm like 75% chance of that happening. If not, Sony will be back probably this fall, but they're going to have to start showing off Spider-Man 2 eventually. So I think around E3 was going to work because, let's face it, if the game launches like September or October, Spider-Man 2, they got to start marketing the game, start getting pre-orders out. They got to start getting people excited for Spider-Man 2, because right now, like, a lot of people are still hoping and waiting patiently to see Spider-Man 2. And if Sony keeps putting it off until close to the fall, we're gonna have the same situation where God of War Ragnarok. Even though God of War Ragnarok so well, in my honest opinion, I know they're working hard on Spider-Man 2. They gotta get it polished and stuff like that. Don't get me wrong, that's fine, dandy. But you can start losing people's interest in Spider-Man 2. When you finally show up, you're gonna go nuts. But right now, people's like, we're excited for Spider-Man 2, but we can't get too excited yet because we haven't seen anything on the game. Like, we haven't seen gameplay. We only saw that one trailer, and Insomniac's like, hey, we're confirmed to be a 2023 game, and they confirmed it to be in fall because they got, like, showing off rumored or something. So that's all we have of Spider-Man 2. Like, we don't have any information other than, of course, Miles Morales is gonna be there, Peter Parker, Venom's gonna be there. Apparently, there might be a third playable characters section. I don't know if it's like MJ or not. I don't know. Maybe it's Venom. I think it might be a Venom gameplay. That'd be kind of sick. We did get some information for Wolverine. I guess Wolverine is going to be pushed to like 2024, late 2024, early 2025 for PS5 only. It's going to be a story-driven, linear, mature rated game, so you don't have to worry about that. It's going to have blood in it. And guess if you guys are wondering, Spider-Man 2 is a PS5 only game as well. If you guys are wondering about Horizon Forbidden West DLC, we don't have any idea on that yet. They haven't shown anything off other than like the DLC, trailer, review trailer, and yes, it is a PS5 only title. I know a lot of people are pissed off about that because a lot of people are still on PS4. I get that, I understand that, but this is way for companies that have a bridge between PS4 to PS5. And what they're trying out for Horizon Forbidden West Burning Shores DLC is probably a testing ground of how Horizon 3 is going to be like, or the next IP they're going to work on, right? Or maybe the multiplayer Horizon that's going to be showing off. Maybe they want to get that going. We saw leaked images of that as a different type of art style. It's like a Monster Hunter type of game where you hunt down machine monsters. A lot of people kind of say, well, I don't know about that. I think it'd be well. I think it's gonna be fine. Horizon does have his fan base. I'm one of them. I'm gonna try it out. I definitely interested in see what they have to show us, offer us in the DLC. Now the final thing I want to talk about before I end my stream, and this podcast. I don't know why I said stream. So used to streaming. It's Resident Evil 4 Remake's demo, impressions, experience. I got to play the demo. I was all fired up. Got the demo all fired up. I streamed it on Twitch, and I was trying to do keyboard and mouse, and of course I'm not a keyboard and mouse player, but all I can tell you is the keyboard and mouse is fantastic. It's mapped right. I didn't have any issues, especially for a newbie like me. I thought it was pretty fun. I just got to get used to like the controls of like being a mouse and keyboard player. Then my game crashed. When I got to not this part of the game, but you're fighting in the village. You start off going into the village and you fight a couple enemies, then you get to this point where you gotta fight all these enemies, and I think the demo ends afterwards. Not sure how it ends because every time I got to this portion of the game and I was just like got around the back of these buildings, I was running around trying to shoot these granados and stuff, my game crashed. And then I restarted again. I play on the controller. Controller is way easier. I love the way the gameplay feels, how the visual looks. It looks way better than this. Like YouTube's compression makes it don't look as great. But I love the way the granados look, the way Leon looks, the way Leon acts, the way the gameplay feels. It feels so much better than the original game. I couldn't get through the first fight of the original game, how outdated the gameplay and controls were. But this absolutely blew my mind. I just wish it didn't crash. It might be just my end, might be my settings that's making the game crash. Maybe it's just my version of the game is crashing. I know a lot of people that played on PC. I know a lot of people that played on PlayStation didn't have any issues, but I did. My only biggest worry is going to Resident Evil 4 Remake is I hope, and I know Capcom will, they're going to optimize this thing to make sure it works perfectly fine on all rigs, on all platforms. I just hope it does. Because if somebody's trying to play this game and it crashes on them, yikes. Like, it ruined my night. Like, it got to the point where I was like, you know what, I'll play something else for a while. It's just like, my mind is like, okay, I played a demo. Demo's great. I played a lot of it. I played it like the first 15 minutes of it. I love the sneaky sections. I love like how horrifying this looks, how it feels, the atmosphere. Absolutely love it. I think the game's gonna be fine. It's just my biggest word is how optimized is it for, say, PC, right? Or maybe PS4. I hope it's gonna be fine. I know Capcom's real good about that, but I just hope it will, because I don't want anybody experiencing what I did with the demo. I know a demo is like an old build, but I just hope that it will be fine. That's my biggest worry. The only other biggest worry I have is like trying to get used to like the parry system. I haven't parried once. I couldn't figure out how to do like the melee attacks. There's no dodging in this one, so Leon's still kind of like goofy, like Resident Evil 2 remake, where he can't dodge like Jill Valentine. But he can parry, he can block. But I haven't got that pat down, so this might be just a skill issue for me. But other than that, I think this game looks great. The Ganado here was really scary. I really like the HUD. The HUD is clean. I like the inventory is really clean. So I'm very, very hyped, excited for this game. And yeah, I want to like give my first impressions of this demo. What I think of it. I might download it for the PS5 and try it again. I need some time to like recuperate from my experience with the PC build of this game and just the demo, and see if I really want to try it the demo, because I know what the game's going to be like, right? Just from the little bit I played. So I don't know if I really need to play the demo. I might just do it just for fun. But anyways, let me know in the comments what you guys think of everything. So yeah, anyways, one more thing. The Resident Evil 4 Remake game itself is pretty massive. It's a 67 gigabyte game. I don't remember the last time a Resident Evil game was that big. Other than I think Resident Evil Village, I think is like 50, 60 gig. But this seems like it's gonna be the biggest one. Yeah, I'm super excited. I'm super excited about this game. I don't think they're gonna throw us another trailer for this game, and I definitely got more videos in store for you guys as well. Definitely gonna try to do another podcast next week. We'll see how everything goes. If we got any more like awesome gaming news I want to cover. So with that said, I guess I'll leave it here. Hope you guys have a wonderful day, wonderful night. Keep on keeping on. Let me know in the comments what you guys think of Resident Evil 4 Remake demo. Did you play it? What you guys think of Final Fantasy 16 being as massive like Skyrim, but not like open world? What you guys think of that? What you guys think of the Elden Ring DLC announcement? Are you guys looking forward to that? You guys played Elden Ring? What's your favorite build? Right now I'm going through a bleed build with my next character. It's super fun. I would love to hear what you guys have to say about all of this. Let me know about Suicide Squad. Are you one of the people that's like, I'm not really a big fan of it. Just gonna wait for it. How you guys feel about the delay? And how do you guys feel about Resident Evil 4 Remake? Also getting their rain situation fixed with a day one patch. Like they heard the feedback from players from reaction. They said we're gonna fix the rain with a day one patch. So there's that. Let me know what you guys think of all the information we talked about today, and I'm looking forward to doing more podcasts. With that said, I hope you guys have a wonderful day, wonderful night. Keep on keeping on. I'll catch you all in the next one. I'll have links in the description below, my Twitch, Twitter, Discord. You guys know what to do. I love you guys. Talk to you guys in the next one. Be safe. Be good to each other. I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Take care.